Welcome back, ninjas. Welcome to another exciting episode, Ninja Discernment. Glad to be here. It's your host, Anbu.
And Makoto.
How's it going, Makoto?
It's been a while. It's good to be back.
It's been a week.
We was on a mission. Now we back.
Guys, we had some technical difficulties. We shot last time. Audio didn't record, so
Yeah.
anyways, we're here. It's a new video.
Yes.
Today we're talking about go ahead.
Actually, we're gonna give relationship advice. What you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be relationship advice, and
what
this one is gonna be for the ladies.
Yes. I'm gonna let Ambu take it, and talk about your experience, Ambu.
Let me make sure I'm masked up. Okay.
You don't want them to know who you really are. Let's go.
Okay, so today we want to discuss things that women should not say when they're dating for serious partners.
That is true. Yeah.
A lot of times you're hanging out with a girl, maybe a younger girl, maybe a girl in her 20s, usually in their 20s. They don't know the ropes fully, especially if they're in their mid-20s, early 20s. Sometimes you say the wrong things. What do I mean by that?
I don't know what you mean by that.
You're on a date with a girl. She starts talking about old dates. Oh, I've been on dates here before.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I've been on a lot of dates.
That's kind of iffy, ain't it? Because then you're gonna wonder, like, why are you not in a relationship if you've been in so many dates? What's wrong with you, right? That's the first thing that a man will probably think.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So, what's an example of a date that you've been in that you find it like you wasn't interested after you've been on that date? Could you give us like an example?
So,
I know.
Yeah, one time I was, with a chick and hooking up in a vehicle, right? And she's like, "Oh, this is kind of like back in college." I was like, "Back in college?"
Oh man.
It made it sound like she was fucking in the car the whole time in college. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Colleges, most people in colleges, colleges is wild times actually.
Guys, so my tip there, ladies, is it's okay. Everybody's done some shit. Everybody's done some stuff.
Yes.
But you don't have to advertise it.
No, you don't.
That right there, saying something like that, will turn you instantly from, dating material. And when I say dating material, I'm just letting you know. It's just this is some old school advice. All right, this is some real advice. If you can allow me to break through what I'm trying to say here,
go ahead
and just say it openly, right?
Go ahead.
Things like this, keep it to yourself, and it's not say things like this, keep it to yourself. Why do I say that? You say this, and then he thinks from, oh, this is a cute girl. Oh, what a nice girl. Oh, this girl is like a good family girl. And then next thing she tells you, oh, yeah, I used to fuck in the car a lot.
Yeah, that's like, honestly, from a relationship point, if I'm trying to be in a relationship with that girl,
right,
it'll turn to like a one night stand once I hear that.
Right, exactly.
So straight up.
Any examples you've had of stuff like that, Makoto?
Well,
I've had a lot. I'm trying to think back through some more.
I've had a few dates, but this is more like you meet a girl online dating. This when online dating was popular back then.
Right.
You meet someone online, and
it's more popular than ever now, but
it's kind of tricky online now. I wouldn't advise anyone to do online dating. I wouldn't, because there's a lot of things going on out there. They're setting people up. It's a lot of things going on out there. But I think I met someone one time and went on a date. She wanted to go to, I forgot the restaurant, but it was quite expensive. So she ordered appetizer, drinks. She ordered so many things, right? So we was eating, and I'm like, I hope you know that something got to go down, because I'm spending so much money on you. And she basically says like, nah, nothing ain't gonna go down and stuff like that. And I just say, nah, you got to pay for your own food. But I end up paying for it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And one other thing is like this, she was drinking, so she said she didn't like to drink.
Right.
But she's ordering what do you call it? Long Island iced tea, the blue one.
Right.
She must have had like 6, 7 of them things.
Right. Okay, that's another thing not to do. Don't order too many drinks on a serious date. At least the first few days. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that.
I mean, it got the job done. I mean,
Okay, so let me not say that. Hey, maybe that might be a good thing to do, ladies.
I mean, but yeah, but I don't
So
know.
another thing is like saying, "Oh, I've been here, I've been there, I went all over." You know, just if he says, "Oh, let's go on a date somewhere," don't say, "Oh, I've been there so many times." Like, "Oh, let's go there." "Oh, I've been there also so many times." Guys, just keep it cool. You know, you've been there. You can maybe casually say, "Oh, have you been there before?" I think I might have been there. I'm not sure.
Let me ask you a question.
I
It's
think
what,
I might have been there. I'm not sure. How's that sound, Makoto? Doesn't that sound a lot better? Like, oh, I've been there a bunch of times. Oh
yeah, well,
yeah,
we don't need to go there again.
yeah.
That's what I would think. I mean, I wouldn't do that because you try to do something different. I don't want to bump into anyone, or I don't want to do something that you did like countless of times. You
Right,
might know the menu from the beginning to the end, like a like your favorite storybook. So I wouldn't even do that.
right.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think what I was gonna say? Yeah, probably snip it right here. Kind of lost my train of thoughts. I was gonna say, do you think? Damn. All right, you got my have to cut it right here. So, what do you think would be the ideal date? Like, what should a woman say on a date? Basically, what would make you feel like, yeah, I'm cool with this female right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with her. She seems like someone I could trust or whatever.
Right.
I might be able to take this relationship seriously. What female? What type of female? What answers would she have to, or what does she have to tell you to be like, yes, this is the one, or not the one, but I'm planning on being with her for a while. So the characteristic.
All right. So, characteristics of a great date, from a woman's point of view, I would think one, she should dress modestly. Dress
Yes,
modestly.
yes,
Because what is that showing? That's showing respect for the date, respect
yes.
for, okay, I'm dating this person.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make them feel good. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
here's another big one. Don't start conversations with random guys when you're on a date with a guy.
Oh, that's the worst, bro.
That's like an
That is the
instant.
worst, bro. No, you know I had a female like that, bro.
I've had a couple. I've seen a couple. Yep.
Bro, I had a female that I was messing with, and she was like, this other guy, which is the way they came to her and say, "What's up, baby?"
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, "Why you calling the girl I'm
And she
talking?"
responded to like
Yes,
positively.
bro. I honestly, I left. I was like, "Yeah, we gotta go," because I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't let someone call me baby if I'm with the girl
Right.
I'm with. That was
Exactly.
so disrespectful,
Exactly.
man. I just left, man, and she was all cool with it. And the dude he sat down
Right.
right in front of her and took her
Right.
order. I'm like, nah, this dude know this girl, bro. I think that girl was on that Tupac thing. She got around or something, straight up. But that's a no for me.
Yeah. So sometimes I wonder if the girls know and they just don't care about maybe that specific guy sometimes.
I think that's
Maybe
what it
that's true
was.
sometimes, but a lot of times it's just lack of knowledge. So this is if you're not aware, this is a quick heads up, you know?
Mm.
But yeah, what else are we talking
I
about?
don't. Yeah, I mean,
So don't strike up random conversations with other people, when you're on a date with,
other guys don't do
yeah,
that.
like for example, I remember I was on a date one time and a guy came up to me and this chick and like, "Oh, you guys want to play pool?" I was like, "Nah." And she's like, "Oh yeah, let's play."
No, that's
I was
bad.
like, "Okay." The first thing is I already said no, and then she like went against it. But I'm like, "Okay, maybe it's like
Was the
a."
guy by himself?
No, he was playing with like I think maybe a chick or a guy. I forget. Maybe it was like his chick, me and this chick, him and his chick, and I think we won
I
by
mean,
elimination. But they were pretty good. It was like a Drake and Josh situation. But
I wouldn't really. I don't know. I think when you're on a date, I'd rather just chill with myself with my date. It's
yeah,
not like
that's how you know. That's like a good green flag. You're focused on the person, on the date. You're there. You're intentional. What should you do on the date? You guys should be intentional. You guys should be talking about it. What do I want? What is it that you want? What is it that I want? What is it that we can do together? What's your plans right now? What can I do to help you? Actually, that's the best thing you can do. Figure out the needs of the guy. And guys, listen to the needs of the girl. What can you do to help each other? Maybe you're a guy, maybe you make a lot of money. Maybe you see a beautiful girl. Guys, it's a marketplace.
mm,
You're trading values. So how can you help him? Maybe you're a guy, you have some money. but you like to invest. You like to
Hmm.
stock away your cash. What do you have to do? You have to come out here and cover the majority of the bills. You find a nice girl. She's looking to make her life easy. Maybe she's working a job, doesn't pay too much. Maybe she's working two jobs. Maybe she got side gigs. You guys can complement each other.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Complimenting each other is a very big
So,
thing.
but you have to have those communications. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Actually, I met this wise gentleman one time when I was in New York. I think he's a gentleman from, I want to say Barbados,
That's
maybe
me, ain't it? Are you
Bahamas.
talking about me?
You're from Barbados?
Nah, I'm joking. I'm
But
joking.
it was a wise guy from up there, right? And had a conversation. He like honestly opened my eyes. It was like a couple, good amount of years ago. At the time I was a younger guy,
Hmm.
and just just an old school guy giving a young guy some game, you know. And
Oh,
he's like, "What's the most important thing to a woman?
I don't know. What is it?
Commitment.
Oh,
That's the number one thing a guy can offer to a woman. Commitment and loyalty is actually the number one thing both sides can offer to each other.
loyalty. Yes, that's
That's the
true.
number one thing because if you have a partner that they look great but they're always wanting to jump to the next person, that's not great. That's not good. That's not a good partner. Or you know,
I don't think that person is taking life as seriously as they should.
probably.
Jump to one person to the next person. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not good.
casual sex is a bad idea. And you know, they always push it's a bad idea for women. It's a bad idea for men too.
Yeah,
People
it
don't want to
is.
hear that.
Yeah, it is. I feel like when you have sex with a female, I feel like you taking on her demons. That's what they were saying.
That's
Like it people's
true.
energy. Like if you don't know what's going on with that female you're having sex
Mhm.
with, so you
She's taking
go,
on everybody else's
yeah,
energy.
and some of them be having different men coming them all the time and stuff like that, and
And those kinds of things will ruin your chances for a successful relationship, to be
yeah,
honest. Yeah.
yeah, that's true, yeah. And I want to touch on this what you said before, dressing how females should dress on a first date. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a woman to show off everything on the first
Mm-hmm.
date. I don't want your butt to be hanging out,
Never,
your breasts is to
never.
be showing because
Not to get the ring, guys. You're never gonna get the ring that way.
yeah, I want someone that's dressing, so as you said, casual, dressing
Right.
nice and
Be a wife from the start.
conservative, and
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like I'm like, okay, you're a woman. You're not
Right.
trying to gain attention from everyone else.
Right. And you know the next thing you said is keep the dates cheap. Yeah, a good woman, guys will want a woman that wants to keep things cheap.
Hmm.
Keep the dates simple. Oh, let's go for a walk. Let's play a game together.
Yeah.
Let's go swimming. Let's do something like that. Those are green flags, or let's just chill in this house. Let's watch TV. Not like, oh, let's go here. Let's. I mean, it is fun
It's-
to do different stuff, but if you guys can't just enjoy each other's company, then what's the point? You're just
you
escaping with
While you
different.
say that, I have something to say. I met this female online one time, and you know what happened? I was like, okay, let's go to Starbucks and have something. Let's get some coffee or something, right?
That
So she was like,
is funny.
yeah, she was like, because I wanted some tea, I wanted some coffee, either whether it's tea or coffee, I don't remember. But you know what? So I was like, okay, since I'm always going on dates and I'm always paying for stuff, I'm gonna ask this girl to spend at least $3 or $4 on a coffee. The girl looked at me like, no, you pay that. She didn't have any money, right?
uh,
Which is okay,
well, maybe
but
she did. She just
yeah, but that's the
threw some
thing,
dollars
though.
away.
And the funny thing with it, I think I don't know if it's her specifically, but one of them was telling me that all they do on there is get men to pay for their dates.
Hmm.
So I could be date number 26.
Yeah, she's wasting her time. She's going on like hour, 2 hour dates just for $3 coffee.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
a
what I'm
bad
saying to you.
deal.
And what Ambu was saying about the dating someone, the first date it just could be a casual date, and you just go out and have a drink or something, and just get to know each other. Have a brunch or something, nothing too expensive. Just to show the guy that you understand that times are very expensive, and you guys could come together, and the next date could be something else. Let's go to the movies. Let's do that. Chip in with each other
Hmm.
sometime because other people don't have it these days.
Yeah.
You want to seem like you have knowledge of what's going on, and you want to be, what I mean, able to contribute.
Any tips for the guys,
Well,
for the ladies?
listen, try not to smash them on the first night. That's just as
Yeah,
I think a woman will respect you more for you not to try to have sex with them on the first date.
right.
You
I
know,
let them initiate, but also from the ladies' point of view, don't give up the first day.
no, don't do that
Don't do
because
that. Just wait. Just wait like a few dates at least.
I know these guys on here gonna be pissed at us. What you doing, man? You're messing us up. But
You know what? What people work for, they appreciate more. You
yeah,
gotta give it to let them wait on it, and that'll quickly weed them out.
Yes.
That'll weed out the people that are just there for the quick term and just there for that.
So
And fellas, if you want a woman, you see a good woman, and you know that you want that woman, come to her with a plan. The old gentleman I was telling you about, he taught me about commitment. So how he met his wife, he found who he wanted to be his wife. He studied the woman before he talked to her, knew everything about her,
mm,
introduced himself, explained who he was, what plan he had, and that he wanted to marry her.
mm.
So from the moment he met her, he said, "This is my plan. This is my vision."
That's good.
He's a man. That's what a man has to do, is lead by vision, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
what man wants to marry into, the vision. What are you gonna do for my life? Tell me about my life. How good are you gonna make it? So how good are you gonna make it? Start whispering whatever you want to say into the ears. But be a good guy. Make it truthful. See,
Yeah, speak from the
that's where
heart.
the
Yeah.
power is. See, with great power comes great responsibility. See, I
That's
taught you
Spider Man.
that's the game right there. Because with that power, you could say the thing, and you could still get the same outcome with bad intentions.
Yeah, that's true.
But ladies, if you put up that guard, I'm not going to give you sex the first month,
What?
the first month.
Hey, these
That's a
guys
ninja
are.
discernment rule.
Hey,
Wait the first month.
hey, I don't know
If
if
they can't
guys.
wait if they can't wait the first month, you just weed it out. You know what? Somebody that probably was, they're not interested in you
Listen,
anyways.
most of these dudes. I mean, I'm not speaking for everyone, but I know guys that's not even gonna wait. They probably give you a week tops, or
Yeah,
2 weeks, 2 weeks, a week and a half. You know what I mean?
right. But
I mean,
honestly, it's to your benefit. If they can't do that, then I'm just saying, if a guy can't wait a month, I mean, pretty much any guy can wait a month. They can even just like BS the whole month, be like, yeah, I'll hit you up then or whatever. But I'm saying, don't make it like ladies. You meet them 1 month. Well, nobody would really do that. Meet again a month later.
nah. I think more likely people would just. Yeah, they'll talk unless she lives like a faraway place or something like that, and she
Right.
come visit now and then. But I don't know if a month. But it's actually good to wait till you're married and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I don't think this world. I don't think they're really gonna do that. But it's a good advice to wait at least, because the longer most relationships
At
I've known,
least 3 dates. Do it on the
yeah,
fourth.
I've known people that didn't actually jump into sex, and the relationship lasts a very long time because they got the chance to know each other, know each other's in and outs, and they know what triggered each other, and then they was together for a while, and she
Well,
respected the guy for that, and the guy respected her because she didn't even, she was
right,
cool with it, and they still end up, kissing and stuff, but
right. So one of my a manager I had told me a really good life advice. Perception is reality. Ladies, be however the heck you want to be, but and a lot of ladies know this kind of stuff. They act differently with the guy that's the long term guy, right?
on the
So
short
they,
term,
they
yeah.
make him wait a little bit longer than the quick short term guy. They know the short term guy is a 1 time guy, 2 time guy, 3 time guy, but that extends. But perception is reality, so that's what I'm telling you, to sell the image. Like look like a more like guys, they like purity, they like modesty. I'm
Yeah,
giving you real game right now. That's what guys actually like. I mean, everybody likes the flashy stuff, the quick stuff, but they don't actually want that. They just like to
yeah.
see that, look at that.
I remember when on the social medias, they had girls with gigantic butts,
Right. Oh,
and
so my whole point was, when you're delaying giving the sex on the first date, you're selling that perception. That's another part of the package, guys. That's you getting what you want, ladies. That's your key right there. But that is a little bit of deception. But that's being a ninja. Hey, ninjas
Mhm.
art of deception, I guess. With good discernment here, good
Yeah.
discernment.
So he's right. I mean, yeah, that's basically a rundown of what we think that, what everyone should do to have like a best relationship and communicate more, talk more.
Communicate. Yeah, always communicate. Every date, if you want it to be a good date, how are you feeling about things? I mean, you don't have to do it every day, but check in at least once every month and a half, 2 months.
What about
Hey,
if you're on a date, if you were with someone or you like someone, I don't like the dates that I've going on, and say for instance, she didn't text you yesterday. You've been on a date today, she don't text you
yeah,
yesterday, but she texts you like 2 days down the line. Nah, you got to keep the communication open.
really.
Yeah, because it doesn't. Because then the other person's gonna think, then she probably got somebody else. Especially if you met that person online.
Okay.
Someone should always be. If you want something, you want someone. Should always be able to make time for that person. Whether it's just to say hi, hello, how you doing, how's your day, and that's it. Oh, work is busy right now. I contact you later. That's fine.
Right.
But it's always good to have a good communication and keep tabs on people, just checking on people now and then.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents on that.
Yep. No guy friends.
Yeah, that's bad, bro.
Yep. No girls' nights out.
Yeah, that's bad too. It's funny. I saw a situation. A little clip was going around, and this girl was saying, "Girls' night out. It's not girls' night out alone.
Right.
They got some
Yeah.
freaky things going on when it's
Yeah.
girls' night out."
Yeah. I think we had reacted to that one
Yeah, we
potentially.
did. I think we did, but that's bad, bro. Like, girls' night out. What was the other thing you said? What was that?
Uh,
Girls' night out.
girls' night. No girls' night out. No guy friends.
Yeah, guy friends. Yo, listen. I've had girls that told guys that was with that they're my friend, and I probably already smashed it already. You know what I mean? And I wasn't her friend at all. You heard? That's
Right.
that friend. That's the friend that you think that's just a friend.
Right. You were that
He's
friend.
hitting it on the side when you're just
Chicks
that's
are crazy.
it depends if they grew up as friends, but usually when a guy and a girl are friends for a long time,
Yeah.
something happens in between. The guy might
Mm-hmm.
develop feelings for them. When you're not there, she's at the house with him, and he might like how she little comment on her. She might like stuff like that, and he knows her in and outs, and they might end up doing something, and it might spark a interest since he's know her. Since she knows him for a while, and they probably develop a strong relationship, and you out of here. So the guy friend thing is a no no. It's a no no. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I
Straight
think
up.
about that. Yeah.
Any other advice, Makoto?
Nah, that's all the.
We didn't come with scripted, guys. We just freestyled it. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Drop some other good tips.
Yeah, we just wanted to just throw something, little something out there. I know it's been a while for us. This guy right here was on a mission right here. Was fighting in whatever temple he had to go to and fight, whatever he had to do on his
Yeah,
mission.
you
He
know.
was on a mission, but
Hey,
we're
if
back.
you guys have anything you want us to give it input on, feel free to shoot us a message, shoot us a DM, shoot us a message, drop a comment below, and let us know. We'd be happy to kind of discuss that scenario and give you our thoughts on it.
And eventually, we will be putting an email down so you guys could contact us. And
Yep, that's gonna be Makoto's mission.
yes, Makoto's mission. Yeah, I will place an email there sooner or later. And we want more subs, and we like if you like and subscribe to our channel. We're just trying to grow our channel right now, and we try to come with something a little bit unique here. And we will be having people on the show, little guests not here and there now and then. And hope you like this content, and I
Yeah.
hope you like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. So catch you on the next exciting episode of Ninja Discernment.
And we're out.